was really stupid. All right, I'm sure you guys are coming back. I'm doing a few things here. I hope they can. Because I started a new stream. And one person's come back. Alrighty. I deleted the video. The problem is if somebody was in it and decided to go back and take a screenshot. So I need to move this. Well, I'm not going to start doing anything until I move it, but I definitely have to move this. Why can I not figure out how to do this? I'm going to check my Discord, see if somebody has messaged me on how to do it. Yeah, except the barcode is there. So did anybody scan it to see? Did you try scanning it and see if you could scan it? So you guys have actually tried scanning it and you were unable to scan it? No worry, Chadwick Racing. I know better. That's not your fault. You just wanted to know how to do it. You weren't trying to sucker me into anything. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. All right. All right. That was dumb. I don't recommend that, by the way, people. I do not recommend that. But oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I was actually looking at hobbyist was trying to tell me how to do it. So all right. Okay. All righty. That's stressed out Sunflower Mama. So okay. All righty. Take two. And I'm not going back over the whole Flux thing. But anyway, all right. Let me go over any so I went over the how to get to the private keys. A little too much showing. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody who double checked it to make sure you could not see the QR, enough of the QR code to actually get the private key. So I very much appreciate that. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. It's not like it's my life savings or anything, but would definitely rather have not have done that. Anyway, I was thinking about moving it out of it there anyway. Since I showed the Bitcoin, I was thinking about moving it to a different wallet anyway. So I'll probably just do that after the stream anyway. Alrighty. Well, yeah, it was definitely a very interesting stream. Like I said, it was abbreviated, but I felt like people were listening once all the shouting and name calling stopped. So was glad to see that. I'm not saying that everybody's on the same page yet, but at least we're having a conversation. That's the good thing. Oh shoot, I had this up on the wrong screen. And anyway, so this is the XDAO. Does not have my IP address here, so I'm good. But basically, these are all the proposals. Right now, there aren't any open, so there's none that are being voted on right now. These are the ones that are passed, so not very many have passed. I mean, generally, the ones that are going to pass are the ones that are promoted by the people in the Flux community, but have the biggest influence. So that's understandable. But there have been some kind of wacky things that are very one-sided, like, hey, why don't we do this? I'm like, well, that's not really what Flux is about. So they obviously get voted down. But anyway, that is the governance. That is the votes that come to the community, and people have the ability to vote on those. And there does have to be a minimum number of votes. I don't exactly know what the minimum number is because it changes based upon the outstanding amount of flux, but there is a minimum amount. Alrighty, let me get my screens back in order so that I can see everything again. All right, let me minimize that. Alrighty. No, I did not figure out how to. I know how to send it to my other wallet. I just don't know how to send it to my other Zelcore wallet. That's the thing. So okay, let me scan down. Yes, I saw the DM. Steven Cicero says, I don't think that's the entire key for the entire wallet, just that particular. Oh, yeah, it is just that particular coin. Because every coin and every wallet within that coin is going to have its own private key. So, yeah. What website is this? This is the Flux OS. This is we're looking at one of my nodes, actually, which has that. I'm trying to remember how to get to this. There is a way to get to this, and I don't remember how to do it because I just always look at one of my nodes when I'm trying to get at this information. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm looking at my screen, and all of a sudden there's something in front of it. And it's a teeny weeny little spider with a web all the way from the ceiling. And he's dead. I wonder if you guys could actually see that on camera. It was above the camera? Okay. Anyway. But yeah, just a teeny weeny little spider. Alrighty. That's interesting though. Okay. What else did I want to go over tonight? Well, let me go over kind of something that there was a member of the community. We all know about Savage Mine. Most of us know about Savage Mine. He passed away from COVID a number of years ago now. I think it's about 2 years ago, I think. Gosh, time flies. But there was a member of his community that kind of just went away after Savage Mine passed away, which was sad. He was very close with Savage Mine. He donated a ton of Raven coin to his streams for giveaways. He was a great guy. He still is a great guy. Certainly one of the community members that I do miss. But he reached out yesterday, and for those people that know him, what was that? Oh yeah, I guess yeah. You can take that away. Thank you. Let me bring up his DM because it was really a surprise because I have been thinking about him. So what he did, he actually did a couple of tours in Ukraine. He's Dan the Dane is the guy's name, or what we know him as, and he's from Denmark. And so he is was one of the foreign fighters that went to Ukraine to try to help in the effort to basically get rid of Russia out of Ukraine. And he was wounded twice. So he has 2 wounds. He's dealing with those, but seems to be doing pretty well. And yeah, it was good to hear from him. I'm glad that he is alive. He said he hated it, but who likes war? War's not good. I think somebody was a little different, shall we say, if they said, I love war. I love being in a war. And I'm sure there's a certain amount of camaraderie and things like that come along with it, but I don't think anybody really likes war. At least I hope not. So anyway, yeah, he had said that he hated it over there. He actually made the comment, said, who likes war? He's like, Putin. So talked a little bit about, there was a movie where a war was manufactured in order to get the president reelected. Obviously, it was a comedy, but there's a certain amount of truth to it. So I don't know if that's what Putin is trying to accomplish, to try to get the country behind him. I don't know. But anyway, didn't want to get on politics, but we talked a little bit about that. But hoping maybe he'll come back into the community. But anyway, I just wanted, for those people that do know him, he did reach out, just wanted to say hi, and he's doing okay. So hopefully maybe we'll see him around. Be nice. All right. Next thing I was talking, oh, of course, AI. So over these past 2 weeks, I have been researching and putting together an AI rig. And so what I needed to do actually was move everything from my CPU miner. I had 8 GPUs on that CPU miner, and move it over to a mining rig where I only had the 4070 Ti and the 4070 on there. So I moved all of those GPUs over there, and that was it still is a bit of a hassle. I can get it to work with 8 GPUs, but it has issues restarting. I can reliably get it to restart if when I turn it on, I go into the BIOS. I don't even need to make any changes. But when I start it up, I have to have only 7. So I unplug one of the GPUs from the USB, go into the BIOS. Once I'm in the BIOS, I plug in that GPU. So now it's 8. Then do save and exit and have it reboot, and it reboots back into the BIOS and goes into normally into Hive OS. If I don't do that, it doesn't boot at all. It doesn't show the BIOS screen, nothing. So when I first started with this, it wouldn't even do 7. And that was because I had to update the BIOS. So anyway, that was a project unto itself just to get those 8 GPUs working. I'm trying to see now if I can, because I would like to do some more AI rigs, see if I can maybe sell some of my 3060 Ti's and buy a 3090 or two, and turn those into AI rigs. So I'm looking at doing that. I've been shopping around, haven't found anybody that was willing to either respond on OfferUp or wasn't willing to go down to the price I was looking for. So still working on that. But anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get that rig down to 7 and not have that worry anymore. But anyway, that's all set up. So now I have my CPU mining rig that I was CPU mining on, and I'm not anymore. And with the see what? Oh, sorry. Sorry, she's being my producer and I'm not paying any attention. All right, well, let me cover this and I'll get back to that in just a second. Make sure you lower your CPU core clock and voltage in the BIOS in case they start mining with your gear. This way they won't be able to abuse your equipment. Actually, I did look at the temps, and I've turned off PBO, precision boost, basically. And so it's doing it at 61 degrees Celsius. So it's fine. And right now I've got both of them rented, and they are both CPU mining. They're not doing anything with the GPUs at all, just CPU mining. But I'll go into that in a minute. So anyway, so yeah, I was mining with CPU. So I decided that because I didn't see the 4070 Ti listed, so I said, fine, I will take the 3070 out of my computer. I'll put the 4070 Ti into my computer. So now I've got a 5950X in my computer and a 4070 Ti. So nice computer to work with. Very nice. And I took the 3070 and the 4070, put them side by side, and created a Proxmox server with PCI pass-through. So people were trying to tell me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But I said, I'm going to try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, it worked. There's obviously some hiccups along the way. The biggest one was as I was setting it up, it wasn't loading the NVIDIA driver. And it told me clear as day that it's because you have secure boot enabled or something else. And of course, I went with something else because I heard hoofbeats and I said zebras. instead of the most obvious thing, which was secure boot. But I knew that I had turned off secure boot on the motherboard. But VMs are their own computers all by themselves, including their own BIOS. And Proxmox, by default, enables secure boot. So I had to go into the BIOS on the VM to disable secure boot. And once I did that, things moved right along. So Erted said, screw this AI right now. The yields are way too high for CPU coins. During the bull, people are going to get crazy profits from mining CPUs right now. Well, okay. So again, I'm of the mindset, do what's most profitable and purchase with the proceeds. So if you're doing AI because that's the most profitable thing right now, then that's fine. Just use the proceeds to purchase whatever you really want. Now, it is interesting that on both of my instances, that they are CPU mining, and they are both CPU mining Cubic. QUBIC.li is the website if you want to take a look at it. I have been trying to find out what the profitability of it is. I have not been able to figure that out yet. It is listed on Safe Trade, so yeah, I don't know. It may be listed on Safe Trade, but I can't find out, like by mining it, how much do you actually get paid. And in looking at it, you get paid once a week. So it's not like you're getting paid per block. It's basically you're doing AI work, but it's kind of like mining. It's a little different. It's kind of like Dynex in a way, but from what I can tell, it's not a blockchain. Again, they have a blockchain, but what they're doing on the computer is not strict mining. So I don't know. I don't know enough about the project to really say so, but it is definitely QLI runner is what shows up, and that is the process for Cubic. So right now I have that, like I said, 3070 and 4070, and neither GPU is getting used at all. Not at all. So, but it's nice. Definitely making more than mining right now. So supposedly you get paid out once you hit over like $20 or so, $25, something like that. And get paid out either in Stripe, PayPal, or there's another thing and I can't remember what it was. Okay. Let me see. No, I did not. I did not, Panda. I did not. They basically said that you could not get my private key from the QR code. So are you saying you can? So, all right, let me get back to this. GPU risers, Vistang, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Thanks, Max, putting my 401k into 4090s. I am certainly not saying that. Kaiser says, I'm really peed at you. I was convinced today was Sunday and I was off work tomorrow. Then bam, Mondays with Max. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Trust me, I'm not happy about having to go to work tomorrow. I worked Saturday. It wasn't even like I got a holiday. Worked how many hours? I went to work. I was at work at 4:30 and I left at around 2, a little bit after 2. So basically almost 10 hours. So longer than a normal day, actually. So we got a lot done. It was a very productive day on Saturday. So at least there was that. All right. Did I miss any other comments? All my screens are all messed up. There we go. Tane says, check your DM screenshot on how to easily move crypto from one wallet to another inside Zelcore. All right. Well, let me take a look. Aha. Okay. Got it. I will do that now just to be sure. So go to send. Go there. Next. There's still a fee. Jesus. Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. So, well, let me do this. Did it save much? Oh, it saved $1. All right. All right. Done. It is moved. Thank you for everybody who was persistent in making me do that. I appreciate that, Tanes. I appreciate that, Red Panda. Very much. All right. Let's see what else everybody's saying. Crypto Mining says if anyone needs money for 4090s, there's a company buying testicles for $50,000 each. Just saying. Wow. I really don't need mine anymore. Not saying I don't. It still affects the body if you don't have them. Yeah, I guess I could just live with just one. That's true. That is true. Anyway. There we go. All right. Let me see what else I was going to talk about. So one of the things that was brought up on Saturday was whether or not, since they're only CPU mining on the two instances, I don't know whether the GPUs work. So Swamp 7 went into it, and I have not seen him here tonight. I wish he would have been here. He actually went into my 4070, which wasn't in use at that point. He went in there and I could see that he was trying to run Jupyter. Not sure what that was what I saw. Wasn't looking at it the whole time. But I'd be really curious to see if he was successful. I know that he said he went into Kings and was able to get things running there. So I'm really curious to see if a GPU job would work on my instance. I think it would. It's acting like it would, but he was in doubt as to whether or not it would work. So hopefully at some point I'll get some feedback on that, but that will definitely point me in a direction, because that computer behind me has a 2700 Ryzen 7 2700 in it, 8 cores, and it's got the nodes or 4 of the nodes running on it. And what I'd like to do is actually put a 5950X in there or a 3950X, but right now it looks like I can get a 5950X for less than a 3950X. So would like to get one of those and put it in there, and then be able to actually run an instance of Vast.ai next to all of the nodes. So that's what I plan to do with that. Since it has an open X16 GPU slot. So that right now, 16 or even 8 PCI lane slots are at a premium right now. So it's good to make use of those for Vast.ai if you're going to do Vast.ai. Oh, this is like way behind. That's why. I thought I saw a comment pop up. All right, let's see. What else was I going to talk? Oh, what am I mining? So currently, with the way profitability is, I am keeping an eye on power prices and shutting off if need be. Today was unusual. There was only like 1 hour where it was like 14 cents, but the rest of the time it was closer to 10 to 12. And 10 to 12 is either marginally profitable or break even. So I'm going to leave the things running. I am mining Radiant to Mining King's pool. So, which he did just hit a block today. Luck wasn't great, but crypto mining. Can we do a poll? Sunflower Mama, would you sell your balls for 100K? All right, I'll do that poll. Sure. You only need one. Well, I'll make sure that that's one of the options. There we go. Start a poll. Would you sell your testicles for 50K each? Are you going to try to get like a referral fee off of this? Like you're taking down names as to who said yes? Is that what this is about, Hawk? Always trying to make a buck. Add option. Only sell one. And then yes for 100K. No. All right, there we go. Geekball trades, long day. Kids start school tomorrow. Gotta hit the sack already. See ya. Oh yeah, max voltage mining and crypto. Xfinity router sucks, a big fat one. Unify USG vid incoming this week. Then yeah, dude, put it in bridge mode. It needs to be in bridge mode. Do not use that router. It sucks. It's bad. Can't do port for it can do port forwarding limited, but its UPnP implementation is horrible, absolutely horrible. So, but good to see you, Geek. Good to see you, Goat. I had Rosati's pizza for dinner tonight. Very good. Love it. Glad to see you already found that. I did mean to ask you, put it in the chat if you're still here. Did you have, what kind of pizza did you get from Rosati's? That's what I was curious about. I mean, I think all their pizzas are good, but I was curious which one you had. So talking a little bit about time of day mining. So what I have the ability to do is I have a switched PDU. So I have the ability to actually go into the PDU and schedule it. So I can turn it, or I can just go into it and say, I want this off. If I see the prices skyrocket, then I can just turn it off whenever I want to turn it off, which is what I'm doing when I'm at home. When I'm at work, kind of need to schedule it a little bit because I'll lose track of it because I'll get busy. But the good part is I'm generally winding down at work about the time that the power prices start to spike, which is usually about 3 p.m. Although tomorrow they're talking about the power prices starting to spike at 1 for whatever reason. So, because they actually give me a warning the day before, they send me a text saying, limit your power use between this time and this time. So they give you a prediction as to when they think the highest cost of electricity is going to be, so you can make the adjustments that you need to. Generally, the only thing we do is we'll maybe turn the air conditioning up 2 degrees during that time, and that's pretty much it. There's very little in the way, and we don't run the dishwasher, we don't do laundry, those types of things, but for only a couple of hours. So works really well. But the switch PDU works. One of the other things though I need to do is I need to get a smart switch on the window fan that I've got downstairs. That right now I don't have any ability to actually change the temperature that it's set at, and I don't have the ability to turn it off or on. But it would be good if I at least had the ability to turn it off or on, because the windows are open downstairs. So if I'm constantly have that fan running, trying to get down to a certain temperature, but it's pulling in 90-degree air, that's kind of defeating the purpose of what it's trying to do. So right now I have it turned up, and I'm letting it heat up a bit downstairs, and it actually seems to be working better than pulling in the hot air from outside. So anyway, I'm playing a little bit more around with that, but I will get a smart plug on that. I call it a gable fan, but it's basically that fan is built into a board that basically goes into the same space as the window. And I was like looking into seeing, is there any way I could get like powered louvers for the inbound windows so that I can close those when the fan's not on. But I haven't been able to find anything yet. So still thinking about that a bit. Went over what I'm mining. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much all of. Oh, I missed this. So going back to AI, I've been talking about expansion, but I was really thinking about, okay, financially, what is this going to be like? You know, what's going to be the break even point if you have to spend a certain amount of money? Let me see if I think it's right here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in so I can actually show this to you. All right, that'll work. This definitely will. Well, I guess you've been triggered anyway by the other tabs. All right, let me reshare my screen. What was that? Oh, yeah, I'll go back to the poll in a little bit. Anyway, so this is basically what I was going through was, what's the price per hour that I can get? So basically 3060, I'm guessing about 6 cents. And there's actually a website. Where is it? This right here. 500.farm, Vast.ai charts. And so I was going through here and looking over here as far as what the cost was on the very far right, back where my pointer is. That'll show, I know you probably can't see that, but that'll actually show what the bottom 10, the top 10, and the median is for each type of card for one GPU rigs of that type of card. So I was using that data to come up with this chart. So I looked at this and said, okay, 6 cents, 6 3/4 cents. And this is actually taking into account the 25% that Vast.ai takes. So if you look at it, that's weird. This one, I just figured it in. I didn't actually make but yeah, so this one you can actually see that I've taken the 0.75, multiplying whatever the factor is by the actual estimate. So 0.09 for 3070, 0.0975. So these are very, very conservative estimates. I know that Hawk, I believe he's at 20 cents on his 3090. So these are very, very conservative. I'd like to make it. And even more conservative, I'm looking at based on a 50% rental rate. So assuming that half of what you have on Vast.ai is not renting. So looking at that number and then figuring out, okay, what's the investment I have to make in order to get this thing up and running? So for instance, I have a 3070 and a 4070, but let's just say it's about the same. So the 3070 and the 4070. So basically I'm making about $33. Well, actually, I'm making more than that. I'm making $66 because they're both rented. So I'm making $66. And what did I put into this thing? Technically, well, I took memory out of another motherboard that I had that I was intending to use with something else. So I guess you could kind of say that. But if you take the memory plus the 2 terabit drive that I bought for it, I just reused everything else. So the break even point on this is going to be between 1 and 2 months for me, because I'm reusing what I already have and everything's been paid off. So all right. Hot Crypto says, if anyone is interested in selling their balls, I'm opening a ball sack brokerage. Only a 5% fee. Let me know. We'll get them sold. That's Flower Mama. I knew it. I knew this is what it was all about. Did you hear that? You snip it, we ship it. That's what. Oh, he did say that you snip it, we ship it. Nice. Oh my God. Seriously, Hawk. I highly doubt that. Ask my fiance. She has them. That's funny. Oh, and I'm looking way back. So yeah, I saw Tane said it is technically moving from one wallet to the other. So yes, there's a fee. Yeah, it goes on the blockchain, but it is easier to move at least. So, and it was able to do it quickly. It just made it a lot easier. So anyway, thanks again for everybody that did that. I lost one of my screens, so let me get that back. No. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Dang it. It probably was in this. Yeah, because I had this over here. There it is. Now I can see my chat again. All right, let me look at people, what you guys have tagged me in. All right, let me scroll to the bottom. I guess I am at the bottom. No, this is definitely, oh, this is the original one I still have up. I do not have the new stream up with the chat. I just have it in EVMux, so it's a little bit harder to read in here. And did you guys actually get the poll? You guys probably didn't get the poll, did you? Because I put it up in the old chat. That's exactly probably what I did. There was a poll? Then I'm on the wrong screen. All right, bear with me here a second. I gotta fix this so I can actually go back and end the poll. Oh Jesus, that's not what I wanted. And content, live, and live control room. And there we go. All right. 45% of you said no. And 29% of you said sell one. And 100% of you, or sorry, 25% of you said you'd sell both for 100K. It is kind of an interesting idea. It's horrifying, but interesting nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah, the trauma and recovery. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I need to look more into it. Sunflower Mom was like, no, you don't.
You cry when you get a hangnail.
I do not. Not all the time. Anyway, all righty. Let's see what other comments you guys got. Otherwise, I will be ending the stream. But definitely want to say, guys, I know it's a bear market out there. Can't we all just get along? I guess is the thing. Have cordial discord. There is no reason to get hateful. There is no reason to call people names. None of that. We're above that. And we'll get a hell of a lot more done if we just talk to one another and listen. Open your ears. Listen to what the other person's saying. And if more people did that, I think it would help out a lot. All right. That's my get off my soapbox moment. All right. Rambler said, is AI following the NH model? Are people paying you to rent your computer resources? Yes, they are paying you to rent your computer resources. That's exactly it. Red Panda, it's okay. Where I know words can hurt, but it's okay. You're above it. You're okay. Hawk, be nice. No, you're definitely not too late for that, Retro Mike. You can call Overboard Tech as many names as you want. He's from Minnesota. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. On Crypto $4.99 super chat. Thank you. You ship it. We ship. You ship it, we ship it, no medical exams necessary. You snip it, we ship it. Yes. Anyway, demo. That's a good question. Let me see what my demo balance is and what my last payout was. Oh, that would have been today, actually. I always forget to check. Just kind of let it ride. Let it ride. Hang on. I have 4,179 demo. And earned 209 in this last period. Now I do have 2 demos, so that's like 104, 105 over this last period. And I have not made it to the next level. I think I'm considered level 2 right now. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if I can. I forget. I never look at this thing, so I just let it ride. So anyway, it's making money, making demo, and I'm just letting it ride. Hive Mapper, not quite as good. I need to get a GPS for in the car. The Hive Mapper is having lots of issues with keeping the GPS on. So I'm getting a lot of starts and stops. So I'm not making as much Hive Mapper. Ovalboard Tech did a video on this. If you are having those problems, there's a little, less than $20 doohickey that you can put in your car. You got to wire it up. But it will make your demo work. I keep saying demo. Your Hive Mapper work much more effectively. So I don't know. I've just kind of worked those in to be kind of part of what I do, and I just let it accumulate, and I don't pay any attention to it. The only thing I pay attention to is making sure just making sure every once in a while I check the connection to make sure it's plugged in, that I didn't pull it out with the way I have it hooked up. I do have a long cable connected, but sometimes as I'm getting out of the car, I might hook, or as I'm getting in, I might hook it with my foot or something. So I just always want to make sure it's plugged in. Rambler says, is there a lot of FUD about BTC recently? It dropped 5K this last week. No, I just think it's normal. I won't say, no, I don't think there's any FUD. Bitcoin is volatile and will go with the markets. So no, I didn't say level 4. I said level 2. No, I'm level 2. Unless you were talking about somebody else. But I'm level 2, I believe. I'm trying to remember where I found that in the app, but yeah, it takes a long time. There's like, oh, bye, Chomp. Good to see you, sir. Did you see my Hivon, my response to Hivon's tweet where I tagged you? Thanks for all you do. All right. Someone in chat said level 4. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think your second one that you got is about the same time that I got both of mine, because I got both of mine at once. Oh, that sucks, Retro Mike. Yeah, I definitely got to make sure that if I'm gone for a period of time, that I get somebody to, drive it around the block or drive it somewhere. But yeah, really important that you keep that streak going. 10 weeks until level 4 for DJ. Nice. All right. Just going to check to make sure I haven't missed anything that I was going to talk about. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to keep working on that financial calculator, and some of the decisions are like super easy to decide. Certainly getting a 3090 and, selling 3 3060 Ti's in order to pay for the 3090 is pretty much a no-brainer. Right now, the 3060 Ti's are not making much, and the 3090 can make quite a bit of money. So I am looking to get some 3090s. The 4090s are just too pricey for what you're getting, and it's while you do make more on the 4090, I think you're just paying way too much more for that. So I think 3090 is the sweet spot. I haven't actually looked. 3080 Ti might also be pretty good. I haven't looked at the 3080 Ti's as far as their pricing, but so I've just been focusing on the 3090s. Plus, there's way more 3090s out there. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys are doing while mining is either not profitable. And that's one of the things we talked about amongst ourselves is maybe people are just deciding to get on Vast.ai so that they can mine, because for them in their part of the world, it's just electricity is just too expensive to mine. I know on King's video this morning, he had 2 GPUs mining Nexa, and the CPU was mining something on XM Rig. I don't remember what coin it. I don't know if you could tell what coin it was, although you could have if you probably copied that wallet address. So let's see. Rambler says, "What's your current go-to resource to find profitability now for 3060 Ti to 3090 info?" Hashrate.no is my general go-to. It's in the ballpark. They're all in the ballpark. The only one that I think is still off, because it just depends on how you're calculating, is Flux, because whether or not they include the parallel assets in the calculation and how many of the parallel assets they include. I mean, the last parallel asset that's going to have a drop or a distribution is coming by the end of the year. So it's just so close to being here that might as well just include it in your calculation of profitability. So what I take is the whatever you're making in Flux and then multiplying it times 2, because 10 parallel assets basically doubles what you're making. But I also factor in the extra fees associated with getting those parallel asset distributions from the pool. Lucky Miners, and I did a review on them a while ago. I'm not currently mining Flux, but if I was, I'd definitely be using them because they have the lowest fee for those parallel asset distributions, and lower fees overall as a result. So, alrighty, guys. Well, I have been going a little over an hour. I appreciate everybody's understanding about the little hiccup and encouraging me to stop the stream. So I appreciate you all and coming back to it. Where did I peak out? I figured it'd probably peak out less with that little hiccup, but I still peaked out at 86 viewers. So again, appreciate all of you, and we will see you again next Monday. What were you going to say? Yes, hit the like on the way out, and if you are new here, would really appreciate if you became a subscriber. I have been stuck at 3,900 subs for 5 months, something like that, basically proving that you do not gain subs through live streams, but hopefully get a few subs. But anyway, if you are new here, would appreciate it. Alrighty, guys. Again, thank you very much for everything you guys do, and the general is out. Have a good night.